cold Christmas Eve, one dark soul...
It is the 20th of November, Sunday, 2022, and going straight into this tweet from one ambassador, a Chinese government official. It's quoting, "It is clear who really cares about the lives of its people." Now, let's say that quote again, but let's have a look at some pictures as well. It is crystal clear who really cares about the lives of people. It is crystal clear who really cares about the lives of people. Either this ambassador or the government officials are totally blind, or they just don't have any choice in the matter, where it's plainly, blinkingly obvious that people in China are tired of COVID-19. The rest of the world, they can watch videos on outer media products, let's say like YouTube, for example, and just realize, why are they still wearing masks? Why are there lockdowns? Yeah? Some countries, yes, it's still that you have to wear a mask, for example, like Spain, but there's no lockdown. And it's just the question, why? And maybe it's all because of total control from Xi Jinping. Points to query, points to question, and why so many people are leaving China. And there was even one quote from a Italian guy who lives in China for or has lived in China for a very long time, saying if 130 million people leave, then 130 million people come back. This guy is a little bit out of touch in a way of saying, well, have you seen the max exodus, the people who can leave because they have the visas to other countries? I rest my case. And this is how the Chinese government actually does show COVID-19 infection rate. You can see here Europe at 29%, the US 24%, and China with 1.4 billion people at 0.1%. So that's what they're trying to convince when, again, it's plainly obvious that there's a lot more people there because it doesn't make sense at all. It's the only country in the world that's had less casualties related to COVID, even compared to a small country here, which actually had and has one of the lowest COVID records in the world. So this is what they do the propaganda to the Chinese people with. And again, it's all lies. Talking about lies, here, China's budget 2022, and you can see the difference between the education here. Now, it says 15.3% compared to America, which is 3%. Why is it higher? Quite simply because Chinese education is not up to the standard of the education which is needed to be an international country. So they're saying, oh, we spend more money, but they need to. In America, they already have the education system, so the costs are going to be less. We could go on to the military. They say there, where is it, is 5.7% of the budget, and in America it's 13%. Okay, so that it needs to be developed, but it is catching up with the United States of America. And America can spend more on the military because they need to spend less on the education system, which is one of the best in the world. It's a higgledy-piggledy show today, nothing about the Three Gorges Dam, but here is a picture of a Chinese spy ship, and it sort of looks like, to me, a cruise ship, a small cruise ship that they just cut off the top. Now, I don't know if this is a Photoshop or not, and a Photoshop or not in a way that maybe it's like they cut half in half, or is it real? But never seen one before, and I thought I'd share it with you. So in a couple of days, it's the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022. And starting off, I do believe it's Qatar versus... Do I have it here? Did I record it? No, Can't remember that. But here are some do's and don'ts of Qatar welcomes you. No alcohol, no homosexuality, no naughtiness. I can't read half of these because my glasses are not working. No this, no that, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be a very wonderful World Cup. And I wonder how all the countries are going to do. And have you placed a bet on your country? Are they going to win or not? But that is the other side of the Qatar World Cup 2022. And let's see how it goes. Let's move on. And may I take this time, if you do like the show, even though it's a completely disorganized show and I'm doing a rant and a rave on this Sunday afternoon when I'm recording this, please give it a like, a share and a comment before, and a subscription would be ideal. Now, related to what you may have heard in the news about the Chinese police stations around the world, like in Barcelona or in Dublin or 2 in London in itself, now it's come to the attention of the national security in the United States of America. And here's what Senator Rick Scott, I do believe, has to say.
That the Chinese Communist Party are operating police stations in the United States in an effort to surveil Chinese dissidents. It seems obvious the U.S. shouldn't allow its most significant geopolitical rival, an oppressive communist regime, to establish police stations in the U.S. What authority or jurisdiction does the CCP have in the U.S.? And I don't know which one wanted to testify.
Well, Senator, like you, I'm very concerned about this. We are aware of the existence of these stations. I have to be careful about discussing our specific investigative work, but to me, it is outrageous to think that the Chinese police would attempt to set up shop, in New York, let's say, without proper coordination. It violates sovereignty and circumvents standard judicial law enforcement cooperation process.
Yesterday, I did actually watch my first Christmas movie of 2022. It was on Apple TV and it was called Spirited.
I'm your ghost of Christmas present.
We're bringing back Christmas!
Like a Christmas carol?
On a bitter, cold Christmas Eve, one dark soul is selected for redemption by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and yet to come. A tradition that continues to this very night.
Like a Christmas carol?
Yes, if you would just let me get this out. Sit.
So out of all the people on the planet, murderers, people who do gender reveal parties, I'm the guy you're gonna haunt.
You know what? Forget it. I told you, the guy is a level 20 pain in the dickens.
Come on, I can take this guy. I'm your ghost of Christmas present.
La 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 la, I'm not watching your dramatic re-encrapment.
Hey, I'm haunting you. You can't just run away from me when I'm haunting you. Hello?
I believe he can be a positive force for mankind.
And he's got his hands all over everything.
Yeah, I wish. Maud, are you texting HR?
No. People don't change.
We got a runner! That's just fun to watch. I'm here to change him to being a more positive force for humanity. Clint. Yeah.
You Photoshop yourself into these pictures of my executive VP?
I don't think so.
Oh, you want that.
What I want is for you to shut up and let me do my job.
Is there a ghost of Christmas Grumpy? Because you could do that job.
This is where real change begins.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely... No, he's fine. He's good.
It was a musical, and guess what? I really did enjoy it. So if you do have Apple TV, if you do have Apple TV, then I would highly recommend to watch it. It's a great movie. It's 2 hours long. It's a family movie. It's great. It's a feel-good movie, all based on Charles Dickens' Scrooge with Ryan Reynolds and Ferrell, I can't remember his other name. But talking about all these celebrations coming up, we do have a big one on this channel on the 24th of November, Thanksgiving Day, where we are doing a fundraising radio live stream. And with that, come and join us. If you do want to have any mentions in the show, then please leave a comment in the comment zone below that you want to say to Mary in Mexico or whatever. I'm happy to pronounce that. And the super chat and the super thanks will be open for the fundraising event. This will be with myself, Soapy, Tokyo, and Pickle. And do I have anything else to say? Yes, I do. A little bit later on, I don't know when, but another live stream is coming up of Sophie trying to decorate the Christmas tree. Now, yesterday we bought some Christmas lights, some extra ones, things that are not working from last year. And Sophie was so excited to put the Christmas tree up. We're going to do a live stream. Now, we're going to do this round about 6:30 a.m. New York City time. That's 6:30 p.m. Bangkok or here, or Vietnam time there. So if you want to, maybe it's been done already, not too sure, but just go into the notifications, hit that, go into videos, and you can see the latest videos there, and hopefully it should be there. But it's going to be a live stream. And again, the super thanks and the WeChat, the super thanks and the super chat will be open on that occasion. Very excited to do so, hoping that all the cameras and all the technology works. That brings us to a close on this very disorganized show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. It's just me giving you what the mainstream media sometimes is not going to put out there related to things in my life and things what's happening in China. Be good, be well, be happy. Have an awesome Sunday. Bye-bye for now.